Hey there, I'm Angela Sharp.
And I am Colin Curry.
And welcome to the Daily Mix. Yay! All right, if you don't know what the Daily Mix is all about, it's going to tell you everything that's hit and happening, everything that's going on in and around St. Louis. What's been going on with you?
What has been going on with me? I've been cool.
Just nothing.
Yeah, you know, just kind of.
Well, I got to go see the screening of
Straight
Outta Compton last night.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about this movie. That's, you know, the one with Eazy-E and Ice Cube, and they kind of go through their whole lives. The movie was excellent. It comes out Friday, so if you're planning on seeing it, you definitely need to see it. It's been a long time since I've been to a movie, and at the end of the movie, people in the audience clap. But they did for this movie. It was so great. Ice Cube is one of the producers, and his son plays him in the movie. But they said that they didn't make it easy for him. They made him go through many callbacks and many auditions. And he said he really, that's what they said. Right. I'm telling you what they said.
Who'd you go with?
Well, I took my little sister with me.
Oh,
yeah. But I went, you know, for the radio station that I work for.
Right.
But it was awesome. Awesome movie. So definitely need to see that movie. Plus, it kind of fits into the times right now. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff with like the police and you know, all that stuff kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's relevant.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it. I'm definitely going to see it now.
Yeah.
World Elephant Day was celebrated at the zoo today, actually. You can meet with the elephants. You can see what goes on at the zoo with the elephants.
You can meet with the elephants?
You can
Hello,
go
Mr.
to
Elephant.
the zoo and get close to the elephants.
They said you could take selfies. What are they calling it? Elfies?
The Elfies.
Elfies.
Elfies, yeah. Selfies, bringing awareness to elephants. They said in Africa, 96 elephants are killed a day.
Wow.
And I believe they said something, somewhere around 35,000 were killed a year for the ivory tusk. They're actually encouraging people to communicate with whatever their city government is and actually write letters trying to ban the sale of ivory in the United States to hopefully save some of these elephants' lives. So.
You know, elephant has always been my favorite animal, my favorite zoo animal. I like the elephant. It's so like classic. It
is classic. That's right.
Go. So
but it's
classic.
Powerful too, and still like kind of.
You can check out stlzoo.org/96elephants for more information.
Check it out, guys.
All right. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix.
All right.
Check it out.
Well, we have some Metrolink news. You know, the Lambert Terminal 1 station reopened on Friday. That was ahead of schedule. So now trains are accessible from the Terminal 1 station. So you don't have to shuttle now between terminals.
I used to hate that. When you get off a plane and you have to, and you have bags and it's raining, you have to go to the terminal and then get transported to Terminal 1 so you can get picked up at the...
You don't have to do that anymore. Now, this is the first major rehab since 1994. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be some work scheduled this week on the Metrolink. But basically, the Clayton and Forsyth stations, they're working on the single track, the Blue Line. So if you're on the Red Line, you're okay. But the Blue Line will have minor delays on evening commutes from 8 p.m. to close, Monday through Friday, and again on Sundays. Mm-hmm. So if you want information on that, next stop, stl.org.
All right, and Snooks had a ground beef recall. Any ground beef sold at the Zumbell Road store on Monday, it is being recalled. A worker found tray packaging, the paper and the tray packaging inside
well, that doesn't seem
the
bad.
meat grinder.
Is that bad? Have you eaten packaging?
I mean, kids used to eat paper and stuff.
All the time in school, right?
But we're adults.
Oh, okay. We don't eat paper anymore.
Franchised place. So the recall affects fresh ground beef purchased Monday, August 10th between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. With a sell-by date of August 11, 2015, if you have bought any ground beef around that time, you can return the product to the store and receive a full refund or exchange. Call the Snooks Consumer Affairs line. The number is 314-994-4400.
Oh, very interesting. Well, you know what I think is interesting? Senior photos. Remember your senior photos?
I do,
Okay.
yeah.
Everybody wants to make them really cool. Well, there's a St. Louis girl who's making the news. She's 17-year-old Brittany Nicole Creech from St. Louis, and she's been picked up on everywhere. BuzzFeed picked her up. She's all over Twitter. Cosmo picked her up. What did she do? Well, she took her senior photos right there in front of the Taco Bell and inside the Taco Bell. Now, she said she was joking with her friends that she really wanted her senior photos to show her personality, and she loves Taco Bell. Now, yes, she did make some other photos, like the standard, like outside by a tree. Everybody had that
Right.
outside by a tree photo.
These are really good photos.
But these are really great photos that she took inside
Really
the Taco
good.
Bell. And yes, Taco Bell retweeted her photos. So that's pretty cool too. She actually said she's gonna see if her school will let one of these Taco Bell photos be her senior yearbook picture, but
They may.
I doubt that.
With the
It's always,
recognition they got, it's always
always
cool, though.
girl by tree.
Or like,
You would be the tree in this
yeah,
situation.
Well, it is though.
It is
What
it.
do guys
Isn't it?
normally- what do
Right.
do guys take? What do
Guys take their football.
Or sports.
Yeah,
Sports.
it's
I'm
always like a
basketball
football
guy.
thing, yeah, or basketball, whatever.
Chin up, basketball,
Yeah.
yeah. Basketball, yeah. Speaking of Twitter and the power of social media has definitely been the news, honestly, for a lot that's been going on in Ferguson. There was a state of emergency declared by the St. Louis County Police Chief on the second day of protests for the 1-year anniversary of the death of Michael Brown. More than 100 people were arrested. They say it began with peaceful protests during the day. I actually got a chance to stop by there during the day, and there was a lot of peaceful protests going on. They say later at night, things got a little out of hand. Just whatever your stance is on this issue, I just hope that we can all communicate with each other and formulate some kind of plan for progression.
Well, yeah, some progression right here is Vice.com. It's a feature group. They are walking around dangerous areas of the St. Louis streets trying to diffuse violence. Reverend Ken McCoy of Progressive African Methodist Episcopal, I can never say that word.
Episcopal.
Thank you. AME Zion Church. He starts these walks 3 months ago. Now he goes down like the streetcar tracks. He is down there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Cut right through the
nights.
middle of North City.
Yeah, he goes
City,
right down there, and he talks to people. He said he knows that he was helping people out and about, but between the hours of 10:30 and 2, that area becomes a little bit different. He says,
And it helps people deal with a lot of the frustration when you just have somebody to talk to.
somebody to talk to. So he says he doesn't preach. He's just going around encouraging an end to the violence, and he wants to help those looking for another way in different life. There was that guy who was up on that billboard. He was going to stay on the billboard until there were a whole week of no shootings in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And he ended up coming down, even though he missed it by like 7 hours.
I
But
forgot
he
about
still
that
came
guy.
down because
Surprising.
we have some issues going on. But if you're interested in information on this, you can check him out on Facebook, Progressive AME Zion Church.
Support Dogs Incorporated has an annual trivia night and a silent auction this Saturday at 8:15. It benefits their programs. It'll be at the Moolah Shrine Center on Fifi Road. There'll be raffles, door prizes. It's a silent auction going on. Doors open at 6 p.m. Trivia night starts at 7 p.m. You can look them up on Facebook, Pinterest. The doors open at 6, trivia night at 7, guys. Trivia night is at 7 o'clock, not 6. You can go to supportdogs.org to find out more information about that.
That's very cool. And moving on to something else that's also cool, it's Hats for Hearts. It's a foundation. It's Fedora Swag Sunday. It's this Sunday, and it's joining with the Siteman Cancer Center. And they're going to have all sorts of things. They have on-site cancer screenings for women who qualify. Basically, it's Sisters Saving Sisters. That's the whole campaign.
Yeah.
Coco Soul will be performing. The doors open at 6:30. It's over there at Voice on Tucker. Now they're looking for hats and headwear donations. And it's founded by Nicole Robinson, who's actually on her own journey with stage 2 breast cancer. So she's trying to help others, and help herself too in the process. You can check them out on Facebook at Hats for Hearts, and they have a Twitter, which is at Cancer4Hats. Hatsforhearts.com also.
Summer bucket list. If you don't have, well, I'm not sure if you have one now. Summer's almost over.
I do. I want a zip line. I haven't zip lined yet.
I still haven't had a pool party.
And we're gonna have a pool party.
I still didn't do a pool party.
You are welcome to come. We don't know when it is yet, but we're gonna have one.
I guess if you're not a teacher or a student,
Yeah, you still have summer left.
You got a little bit, like a couple weeks, about
2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Three. Let's go 3. Let's be optimistic here. Few things you should do around St. Louis. You can visit Grant's Farm on weekdays after August 30th. It'll be open on weekends only, so make sure you head out there before August 30th. The Missouri Botanical Garden
I do want to see this.
Lantern Festival August 23rd.
I want to see that. It looks so cool.
It looks really cool.
The photos look so cool.
The photos look cool. But the Botanical Garden always looks cool when you drive past it.
Well, yeah,
really
it does,
nice.
but I feel like it's very datey, and I'm not dating anybody right now, so I feel like this would be a weird thing, like, well, you know, unless you want to go with me.
I mean, you already went to the movies with your
all right.
with your sister.
You
That's
go
what
to
you
the
call
movie
them,
with
sister.
That's what she is, my sister.
That's what you call them.
Oh, wow.
Gotta tell you, the zoo. You like the zoo?
I like the zoo. The elephants.
It's really
We talked about
sunny.
this.
You like elephants.
I do.
That's right. Zeus, free Jungle Boogie concert. That sounds fun. August is the last month of that concert. It'll be every Friday from 5 to 8. They have free lunchtime concerts at the City Garden Wednesdays at 11:45 to 12:45. That ends on August 26th. All this stuff ends pretty early, pretty soon. So we gotta go.
We got 2 weeks.
We gotta go soon. So
you also go see the Gateway Grizzlies. They're in Sauget. That's kind of like the minor league team out there. They're always fun. I used to MC for them, so a lot of fun stuff going on.
Their last game is September 6th.
So you can get on that.
Make sure you check that out.
Source Shop was featured on Better Homes and Gardens. It was on their August cover. Now, their sticks, they make pans of Pops. Now, they were founded in 2011.
Like popsicles?
Like the popsicle things.
Right,
It's a business to create custom wooden utensils with bright colors. See them right there?
Yeah.
And they have also, they started as an Etsy store, and it was run by one person, and now it's a team, and they're wholesaling unique products to gourmet grocers and international retail stores, utensils and safety. They're made from, some cool stuff.
It looks pretty good too.
Yeah, really, she said that. She said that you can do a lot of stuff with Pops to make it fun for kids, like yogurt, fun for kids, or for adults, coffee.
And you can mix it with healthier
ingredients
or you could have your
coffee pop.
Just like Pops.
Coffee Pop would be cool too.
Pop is cool. Yes. What if you go to work and I'm drinking.
You don't like Pops? I like Pops. You can check out sourceshop.com.
St. Louis World's Fair Heritage Festival is August 22nd and 23rd. It'll be at the World's Fair Pavilion in Forest Park. They are bringing together people of the region showcasing art, music, business, food, and rediscovering the rich heritage of St. Louis. The events and the competitions there, they embrace the history of the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. They highlight the culture of St. Louis City today with activities, live music, historical events, exhibitions. And just come. You got to come.
Yeah,
that sounds
check that out.
Really awesome. Yeah.
STLWorldsFair.com. And moving along here, we want to say good luck to Dawn Harper Nelson. She's headed out this week for the International Association of Athletics Federation. It's going to be really cool. She is from, East St. Louis over there, and she's doing some really cool things. She is going to the World Championship in Beijing. She's a 2-time Olympic medalist in the 100-meter hurdles, and she's an East St. Louis native. And of course, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter.
I know her husband.
You know her husband?
Yeah.
Oh, well, so you don't have to follow her on Facebook and Twitter. You should. DawnHarper.com.
Tanny Sushi Bistro is their grand opening, where the grand opening was...
Grand opening.
Right.
They were already open. They've re-grand opened.
The grand opening was last week.
So cool.
Right. So the guests got their first look at the brand new Tanny.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
Sushi.
Oh, I love this place. This is my favorite sushi place ever.
They expanded their location. They have a dramatic interior and new features. Cedric the Entertainer was actually there, so if he went there, I could go. I'll go now. Look at him. There we go.
There he is right there.
The proceeds benefited the Stephen Jackson Foundation. And that foundation is a community service organization that's dedicated to promoting strong educational values and living among today's youth.
Yeah, you gotta check out Tanny for their Oh My God roll. They light it on fire. Oh, it's so cool. Tanny Sushi, you gotta check them out.
Tanny Sushi, grand opening.
Yep. And Smarty Pants Trivia Night, Wise Wizards and the Power to Change a Life is August 22nd. Doors open at 6, trivia is at 7. It's the Sheet Metals Workers Local Union 36 Hall and it benefits Voices for Children And you know, your MC is going to be Pat McGonigal of KSDK.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. They got silent auctions and raffles and door prizes and prizes for the best Wizarding World costume and table decorations.
That sounds fun.
It's pretty cool.
You can check them out at voices-stl.org.
Absolutely. Have you ever thought about joining the Peace Corps? Well, you probably have. There's going to be an informational event this weekend, but tonight we have us Joe Zucchini. He's a Peace Corps field-based recruiter. How are you doing?
Great, thanks.
Yay, okay, so glad to have you out here. For somebody who doesn't know anything about Peace Corps, what would you tell them first away?
I would say it's a great opportunity to volunteer internationally in one of the 65 countries where we currently serve in. And most of our programs require a college degree, so most people do it after college or at any time of their life. There's no upper age limit. And it's a federally funded agency, so you can join Peace Corps with a penny in your pocket and never spend that penny because all the costs are completely covered, and it's a 2-year term.
Very awesome. Well, my best friend actually was in the Peace Corps. She has nothing but great things to say about it, so I know a little bit about it, so I think it's pretty cool.
What types of places do you all go? Do you all travel to?
It's a great question, Colin. This is a different kind of organization in that it is driven by the countries themselves. So they invite us to serve in their countries. Currently, like I said, there's about 65 countries, but they're developing countries, countries that need education and health sciences and construction and agriculture and youth and community development and all those kinds of things.
What are you going to cover at your informational seminar?
Well, I'm going to cover the benefits of Peace Corps. We have a really nice video presentation we'll start out with. And I'm going to be showing my personal slides of the 2 tours I had, both in Micronesia and in Zambia, Southern Africa.
Awesome. Why did you want to join the Peace Corps to start with?
You know, I was 37 years old, and I was in between things, and it just was a no-brainer for me because I'd not been out of the country before. I wanted to learn a different language because we teach about 200 languages. I wanted to get some experience internationally. And I've done a bit of volunteering, and this was a great way of getting out of the country and volunteering to a country that in need.
If you could give us something you learned, like the most important thing you took away from being in the Peace Corps with 4.5 years, being on tour 4.5 years, what could you
Thanks
give
for
us?
asking that, Colin. You don't have to have a lot of things to be happy. And there's this saying, less is more. I lived without running water, but every day I got to bathe in the river. Clean, unpolluted water. There was no electricity, but every night the sky lit up like the 4th of July. And so I got an idea that all the things we accumulate, they really don't matter. What's important is relationships and being of service to others.
You kind of touched on it a little bit. What kind of jobs will people be doing if they would join the Peace Corps? Is it strictly what they've majored in? Because I know that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah. Great question, Angela. Despite what some people believe, Peace Corps is just not a big soup kitchen or army of latrine diggers. Actually, you have the opportunity to choose your assignment that will align with your background, your experience, your degree, your passions, your interests, your career objectives. So we have people in business, we have people in IT, we have people in education, youth and community development, agriculture, and in the environment. So there's really a place for everyone to bring their talents and gifts to bear upon the needs in the developing world.
Now that informational seminar is this Saturday, August 15th, from 11 a.m. to 12:30. It's at the St. Louis Public Library, the bar branch. Now you can get an application, right? And that can be completed in about an hour. You can search thousands of open positions around the world, choose the country or assignment or area you'd like to be considered for, and you must apply by October 1st for the programs departing in the spring of 2016.
For more information on that, that's peacecorps.org.
Very cool, very cool. Is there anything else you want to tell people who maybe are on the fence? Like when they come to this informational seminar, you're not gonna they're not handcuffed into going, obviously. This is just to let them know about what's happening.
Exactly, and even applying, there's no cost, obligation, or commitment even when you do apply. Down the road, if you're selected and interviewed and we offer you an invitation, you can actually accept it or turn it down. And would just say, thanks for coming, come back when you can. But we'd like people committed when they get on the airplane.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You should definitely be committed when you get on the airplane. Thank you so much, Joe, and make sure you check out his seminar. We again want you to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Of course, you can drop us a line right here at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. Anything going on, coming up, let us know. Keep us in the mix.
And that is it for the Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. See you next time.